All right.
Okay,
And
what do we do?
we are
Trying to keep space.
all live.
But I need to
And
mute myself.
we are
Trying to keep space.
all live.
There we go. Otherwise I need to
And
mute myself
we
7
are-
times. So there we go.
Okay, well, we are live from the qualifying of round 9, even though the server name says something else. Round 9 of World Series, Slipstream International World Series Championship from Misano. Slightly past the equator of the championship. Witnessing another race that I believe it's gonna be very interesting. We have Ichigo back in there, Wi-Fi back in there, Jacob and Elite, who I'm sure are gonna give us a very interesting race today. So I'm gonna try to set up a few things around here that I have implemented in the race this morning for PC. And let's see if I succeed. In the meantime, I'm gonna let you witness a little bit how our fella Wi-Fi is doing the qualifying. changing to Cassie for a little bit. We're getting there. All right, I think we're getting there. So let's take a look at how the guys are doing. I'm gonna put the sound a bit up and mute the music to the minimum. Right, so what do we have here? Cassie managing a third, improving lap on the second to last attempt. God knows if he has still gas for a one more, but this improvement is gonna place him in the middle of 34s, which still keeps him in third. Now Wi-Fi is first, and Jacob second, so not a lot of surprises there. The surprise is that Ichigo is 20th and hasn't managed a valid lap yet. Let's see if we can get there. Here he comes, an improvement of 0.3 over we don't know exactly what. Very much on the limit of the track. Facing the last two turns. Very tricky one for track limits here. Keeping it clean, also that one. A bit further away. This one invalidated. He's not gonna be able to start from the front. And he had a 134.9. It was not a brilliant lap, but nonetheless. He's gonna have a last attempt. He crossed the line in time. So maybe we get to see him improve the lap and not invalidated. Chad finished already. He's gonna start 12th. Tropical Deal has more time in the pocket. Well, he will have it if he nails the lap. He's right now 8th, but potentially managing a low one, getting him to 3rd or 4th. Faded Vision still didn't manage a lap yet, which is weird. Devilish Peanut finished 10th. Corpse Slayer as well will not give it another go. Duck Fart 4th. Sailing G 18th. Green Reaper 9th. Elliot Tifosi 5th. Specialist 15th. And Moneymaker 16th. He's one of our debutants today. Let's try to get to Ichigo. He's improving half a second. Again, we don't know exactly compared to what. So let's see if he... Ooh, nope. And that's it for him. He's gonna start last. Shocking and surprising at the same time. A good session nonetheless. So I think now it's gonna be time for the driver's briefing. So I'm gonna go unmute myself and hear them out.
Oh, man.
Well, they're having fun.
Thanks, man. Let's not push it.
Hey, Wi-Fi, Jacob. Nice one.
I've never seen someone cry so much from P3 in my life.
I know.
Not that I'm 4 tenths, 2 tenths behind Jacob. Oh, it's not good.
It's gonna be a good battle.
I'm frustrated myself.
Have to use your flasher a lot, Cassie.
Hey,
Yes, ought to be fun.
Wi-Fi. Oh, you almost got a 33. So close.
But no cigar.
He did say his goal this week was just getting the 33s. So, it's fucking right there.
Did he speak then?
Big turn.
And now everyone has to have a fuel load, so.
Alright, man. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
See.
Loud and clear.
No.
Hi, Daddy.
Don't.
Daddy,
Gross.
Daddy, chatty.
Don't.
I'm 34. I'm
Thanks everybody for coming.
35.
Get your mutes. Let Chatty talk.
Really appreciate the turnout. This is 2 weeks in a row. It's been great. Hope everybody has fun. Same common race etiquette. Everybody easy in turn 1, easy on lap 1. This also has a very tricky pit exit into traffic, so be mindful of that. Elliot, go.
On the same vein of the traffic out of the pit stops, after doing some analyzing this week, you can see if you're looking at the track map while you're in the pit lane, if you're leaving your pit box and you're towards the front half of the grid, and someone's coming through the hairpin at second or third to last corner, you will be racing door to door on pit exit. That's how long this pit lane is. So keep it in mind. If you got anybody near, the hairpin on the map, just keep that in mind and know that you're going to want to get out of the way, or at least be mindful of that driver if they're going to be coming in, hard. So just keep that in mind. And then also, first couple laps. This is a 1 hour race, guys. So try to make my job a little bit easier. Give each other a little bit of space, but please don't hesitate to race everyone in here. We all know each other at this point. Everybody, let's go have some fun.
A couple of new people in, so and for the back markers,
What do you want on back markers?
well, there are a couple of people in who are like 3 seconds slower. So if somebody comes up real quickly, please move over.
Oh yes, please, yeah, back markers, get out of the way.
Now, you're not obliged to get out of the way immediately.
No,
That's one thing I want to make sure that we,
that's not a problem.
Do it on a safe spot.
Yeah,
Only
do it on the
straightaways.
straights. Obviously, if the car is faster behind you, they're going to have more of an opportunity to get around you in that moment. So, if anything, try not to, do anything that would, put them off. Let them make that first move if it's in a, safe place. That way,
That's
they
especially if your
The
car
game's
is
pretty good
faster
about
than
giving
straights.
advance notice if somebody quicker coming up behind you, so just be mindful.
As far as incidents, everybody.
Okay, so I didn't
people in
finish the
here,
last race. My main goal was to fucking finish.
The replays
Finish the fucking
are
race.
fixed. Replays are fixed,
nice.
so
Nice.
take your replays, submit incidents, just submit whatever you can. We want incidents submitted.
3 BMWs, 9, 10, 11.
Hey,
It's gonna be interesting.
Hey,
Yo,
Court.
he's
why are
talking.
you talking?
Stop.
It's your mute, Court.
And I don't know, I'm distracted now. Anything else, Relish, you want to add? We might have some news coming, I guess. We'll know more next week.
Yep.
That might be some fun. Some people might be interested, but
Yeah, runoffs, obviously. On some of the concrete runoffs, don't just come sliding back on the track because you're on the outside where people are exiting. So make sure you're rejoining safe. Don't ruin your race and everyone else's. Again, take
Once
your
all four
medicine.
wheels
You
are
made a
off.
mistake. Right.
yeah, when
made a
you're off, you're
mistake.
off.
Take your medicine and fight back.
Other than that, everybody get ready. Check your fuel loads. I guess. Anybody have questions? Sorry.
Yeah, I guess one last thing to mention, like last week, the advice was if you actually bump somebody and you're at fault, if you just take off into the distance, your penalty will likely be a little bit more significant than if you were to hold back and let that person regain in front of you.
Yeah. Right.
With your replays, guys, try if an incident does occur, just for the ease of viewing the replay's sake, give like a 30-second buffer after the incident at least, and before hitting that save button. Just that way we can get every single bit of that incident as possible, so that we can see everything that happens before and after what occurred.
Everybody good? Everybody
Bless you.
straight?
Shit, I thought I was muted.
Bless you.
Sorry, guys. I thought I was muted, I swear.
I do want to make one note on the straightaways. This track is a very long straightaway track, so the cars, Aston Martins, BMWs, Hondas, the cars that are definitely going to have more ass
Did we
in the
lose somebody?
straights, that have more straight line speed.
Yeah,
If you're a back marker,
Wi-Fi.
just
I got
and you
disconnected.
have to have somebody. If you are a back marker and you're getting a
The
blue
Wi-Fi's
flag, 'cause there's
gone.
somebody behind you that's faster.
Well, hopefully
Even
he
if they're
makes
not
it
in a
back, but
faster
he's
car
been
that's as
lagging
fast
all
in
the
the
way
straight,
through
we'll just
practice,
let
all
them
the way up
pass.
Wi-Fi.
There's no need to drag race on the straights if you're a back marker.
Pick up
Amen to
shoot
that.
me, man.
Yeah, blue
Yeah,
flags.
I mean, if you're a back
Response
marker,
to the
yeah, you
blue
shouldn't be
flags,
drag
so-
racing down.
The only reason why I say that is
somebody
'cause,
passing you. You should be
like,
getting out of the way in the
Hor-
straights. The straights are for getting out of the way for back markers.
Yeah, like the reason why I say
Blue
that is because
flags.
me,
Me,
Tropical,
Okay, he's back.
and
Wi-Fi's back.
Tropical and Chatty are gonna be
But he's all the way at the back now.
hurting right
Oh.
now.
Yeah, man, I
Just
got
Porsche.
disconnected, dude.
Yeah, I'm so excited
What
to
the
have
fuck?
no fucking haul on the straight, dude. Yippee.
Oh,
I
people
could-
already
I could-
already disconnected.
Your ping is like really high. Wi-Fi.
Dude, I got fucking disconnected. I was 10th. Now I'm walking all the way in the back. Fuck that.
That should be interesting, man.
Fucking shit.
You and ETQ in the back? Oh man, this is gonna be a good race.
Oh, fuck.
Be
Holy
patient, though.
fuck, this is gonna
Be
get
patient,
crazy.
Also, another thing before we start, we got 1 minute. What
Who's
else?
echoing? Who's echoing?
Robin?
Make sure your pits are set.
Yeah,
Tropical,
set.
tropical,
set.
Oh yeah, I know.
You're echoing.
I can't even hear him.
If there is an incident, please no arguing over the mics during the race. Please. Everybody else is still racing. No, like, please, just, I know it's frustrating, but just, yeah. No arguing while everybody else is racing. I know we can mute, but it's not easy when you're racing. Anyway, everybody 30 seconds. Have a good race.
Have a good race, boys.
No quality challenge, I guess. Fuck this shit.
Alright, good luck.
Alright,
Jesus, Gilby, fuck.
Go, go,
Live
go.
on
the
YouTube.
fish.
Gilby. Live on
Sorry,
YouTube.
wait.
The pits now, aren't I?
Yeah, what is that?
10 seconds.
All right, well, a fun bunch there. Can you imagine they race with the chat audio for the almost whole race? Oh no, Jacob, don't tell me. Oh my god. He didn't press start. And neither did Wi-Fi. Oh my god. So we have both Wi-Fi and Jacob starting from the pits. That's gonna be fun. And we have Giovannon back. It's been a while I don't see him. But anyway, let's start testing the the things that I've been preparing to be able to look into, for instance, Dick. Let's see. So is this Dick's camera? This is his sound, although yeah, we will be able to hear him out, I guess, if he talks. And this is first person view, and also our camera, which I want it to be mostly TV. So that should be okay. Now we're gonna do the same with Chad. So we're gonna go into Chad's stream, but I need to find him first. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see where's Chad. Alright, then if I click transition, there we are. Okay, now we also have Moneymaker here. There he is. And we're gonna try to find him. Where is he? This is until the race starts and everyone finds a place and the game actually... I really don't know how it works and it drives me freaking nuts. Where is it?
Going double fire.
Yeah, whatever, man. Alright, let's go focus on the top 3, put TV camera, and hope for the best. Let's go into normal mode. And here we go. Gonna mute these guys. They're heading on to the straight right now, and round 9 begins in 3, 2, 1.
Green light.
Green light. Let's go. Elite Cassie going first with Cat in second because Jacob and Wi-Fi start from the pits. This camera is really shitty for this, but Elite makes it first to the first corner, and now looking at this, he has quite a bit of distance with the next one. Didn't we have the freaking helicopter view? Is this it? I think this is just TV. This is not it either. I'm really sorry. I don't know if I get confused every time regarding whether there is helicopter view available here or not, but nonetheless, it seems we didn't see a lot of, well, I mean, any incident that we were able to see, and we currently have Elite, Duckfart, and Elliot first, second, and third, followed by Red, Relish, and fourth. Now, if we see the distance of the next people, Devilish Peanut going on 5th, followed by Giovanni Tropical and Grim Reaper. Not big gaps in there, which makes us think the grid is fairly close, and Specialist is there in the back, so probably there has been some incident between the Specialist, Corpse Slayer, Peseta. Yeah, probably the three of them. Jacob and Wi-Fi are catching up, we presume, although that is a lot of gap. I don't know if they gave up. We'll try to get to them to see if they're actually moving. Yeah, there he is. But that was a lot of gap, and I think they were just not ready, because theoretically most you lose is 10-15 seconds if I remember correctly. But yeah, Wi-Fi fell asleep. Jacob is much closer. It's 5 seconds behind Peseta, and Wi-Fi is 5 seconds behind or something. I don't know, 5 and 10. Okay. Well, anyway, let's go to where people are actually fighting. Duckfart with Elite Cassie and Elliot Tifosi. And in a few minutes we're gonna check about how these guys are in the standings, so that we see how meaningful the battle for position is in here. Although in this kind of competitions, it's not like anyone is not trying to win and just look for the championship. So it will be just for the fun of showing you live how that's going. We see quite a bit of train there. I think Duckford and Elite Cassie are opening a bit of a gap with Red Relish. That's 2.3 seconds behind Elliot Tifosi. So very interesting to see how this develops throughout the race. If looking at the minimap, there is already a big gap with number 240. Let me go into that view to see who that is. So number 240 is Salin G. He had quite a few accidents last race, and I believe he must have had one as well in the beginning. Specialist was supposed to be right behind him, but he already overtook it, and now Corpse Slayer is gonna attempt to pass him. T1, or will it wait for T3? Results shall see. Oh, now I think, if I remember which one is my changing camera button, yeah, that will help. Let's go there. Change camera button. There. Cycle camera. Okay, let's do this. No, it doesn't want to work. Left bumper. Okay. Let's see if it works here. It doesn't work here, so it doesn't work. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Well, anyway, back to Cassie and Duckfart, opening a big, even wider distance with the rest, while Wi-Fi manages the fastest lap while being 20th. Closing in on Jacob, it was 4 seconds, just a little bit to go. Obviously, they are at the last part of the grid, so, you know, it's a matter of time that they get there. Jacob is slightly ahead and also trailing closer and closer to Peseta, who is gonna try to overtake Salient. Ooh, they touch each other, and gotta guess, that was Peseta's fault. Let's see the rejoin. Alright, safe enough. So it didn't seem like he caused a lot of damage or time loss to Salient. And let's move on to the next fight. Dick Trickle. We're actually gonna tap into him. There is his camera. The Trickle on the chase of Chad Lee, being very, very close. Going over the bumps on the outside. Bring up some dust. In the straight, they meet Lewis Hamilton, that must have had some issue on the outside of that turn, and now he's behind him. Question is, will the Big Triple have enough pace to overtake Chad, and for that we're gonna go into this view and see that's 136. Oh no, I went again to Doug Ford, man. This I really annoying how this works, but there we go. Getting very close. Too wide on that corner. That's obviously on Dick's stream. Sorry, what am I looking at? Dick, where are you? Okay, so that's as live as it gets, I guess. Still behind Chad, nonetheless. And Moneymaker coming right behind. We're gonna jump into him. Moneymaker, who's also streaming today. Why am I having these issues? We're gonna also point our finger into him. He's gonna... Oh! Right at the moment where Dick throws it to Chad, Chad keeps the interior and manages to stay ahead. Will he? No, Dick made the move and kept the position for him. And actually, believe it or not, my controller now is not changing. It's not reaching out, so I cannot really change the view. I hope you're seeing on the bottom top right corner, we have the view from Moneymaker. Closing in on Chad. He already got rid of Lewis Hamilton. We don't know how exactly because I was not looking, but he's right behind. And oh, there you go. It's back. So confirm. Now view on Moneymaker. And this is the view with theoretically I can change like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This one is a good TV camera. We see there is that fight going on. Dick Trickle taking a few tenths ahead of ahead of Chad. It makes me feel like if he doesn't make any mistake, he will continue to chase towards Faded Vision. So with that, we're gonna see what else is happening elsewhere. Back to the top, we have Elite and Dagfart still within less than 2 seconds. Elliot at 2.7 and Rad Relish right behind him. Let's tap into Rad. If I find his Twitch. Yeah, there we go. Boom. There we have Rad. Having a go at Elliot. Finally, both of them integral part of Slipstream International, and they are... Elliot is one of our stewards, the main steward for Xbox anyway. And if anything happens, we'll see how we manage that. Now, right behind they have Ichigo, who... Didn't Ichigo fail to qualify and he's 5th now? Hopefully he did that in a clean way. I believe probably he did. But, you know, Ichigo has a lot of raw speed. Last race he had a few mistakes that cost him a few positions. But if everything goes as usually would be, he will overtake Rad and Elliot in less than 3 laps, I believe. There he goes on the inside. That's such a throw. Very well done. Very well done. And we're gonna change now into... Well, let's see if I can do that. That's Ichigo now. And if I click drive, do you respect my decision? No, it went back to Rad, so very nice. Let's say Ichigo. I hate this, I hate this. Mamma mia, there we go. Now Ichigo totally going for Elliot. You see, he has it there. He goes on the inside. Elliot could go in and out, but nope, he keeps on the outside. And that's position for Ichigo, who is third on a mission to catch Duckford and Elite Cassie before half of the race. I bet you that. And again, even though he didn't qualify because he didn't nail any clean lap, which means probably, you see, he was 2 seconds faster than these two guys while he was overtaking them, but not that much faster than Tropical Dill, who did a very good race last week. But yeah, we need to see how he performs now when he's on clean air, and more importantly, will he not get a drive-through for track limits? Because I'm sure more than one guy here, like in this morning's race, will incur into it. So we shall see. Okay, well, since that's gonna start taking a bit of distance, let's see how Tropical Dill is dealing with Rad Relish, with who we have in the corner over there. And he just overtook him, did he? Yeah, I think he did. Didn't he? We didn't see it from here, but there is Tropical Dill in front of Rad Relish. It's just, you know, this thing on the top left doesn't update until they overtake each other. But, ooh, does he go wide? No, he stays on track. And now Tropical is on the chase of Elliot. Will Rad manage to stay within Slipstream's distance so that he can get a 10th or 2 on the straight and manage to target Elliot right after Tropical dispatches him? We'll see. We will see. So, with that, I think we are gonna go back to... Well, back to who? No, actually, if you see the rest of the race, Giovanna, let's give him some time on the screen. He's 8th, and I think while we look at him, I'm gonna use this time to actually show somewhere on the screen. Oh, we have some people that actually withdrew of round 9 and from the tournament. Oh, so Savage Lobos and Dutch are not coming back. So the standings are as follows. I'm gonna put it here on the right part of the screen. Let's see if I manage that. Duplicate this scene standings. And to this one, we're gonna get a capture window to show the standings on the right. And there we go. While we look at Giovanni's chase of Devilish Peanut, we can see that currently leading the championship, we have Cass Van Belzen, who is Elite Cassie, still winning today. Second is Jacob Zappa, who is, I think, Jacob, currently 15th. And third is Martin Marines, and Martin, who's not here today. Yeah. Fourth, we have Lewis Gilbert. Maybe that's Lewis Hamilton or Lewis Hamilton. No, it can't be, can it? I think he didn't. I mean, if he won a race, could that be? Let's check it out. Who is Lewis Gilbert? And it's very annoying how this works in it's Gilby. Okay, so it's Gilby. Now is Gilby today here with us? I think he is because I heard. Ah, yeah, it's Green Reaper, I think. No, Darkford. Okay, so Gilbert is Darkford. Man, really. Anyway, so fifth we have Rick Nee, who has been racing most of the races with us. Today he's missing. No, it's Rad Relish, so he's not missing. There is another guy that is missing, and I will get to him later. So Rad Relish had a bad last race. Today he's sixth, so you know we hope he stays up there. And Giovanni's now, oof, so close. He has the chance at the end of the straight to take on Devilish. Let's see if they keep him clean. They keep it clean. He throws it in the inside very carefully. Does he go wide? Is there contact? No. They keep it there. Well done, guys. But the next one is to the right, and I think he doesn't have enough. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't have enough to keep it. So let's see on the turnaround of this one. He pressed the brakes a bit too much and lost just one little tenth, enough to not have a chance on this one. Because in this one, either you take him or her at the beginning of the straight, or it's absolute kamikaze to do it elsewhere, or you know, at the end. So a very close fight that continues. And there he goes, but he goes long. They touch each other, but that's a racing incident, really no consequence there. What's that's causing is that Green Reaper and Faded Vision are getting close to them. So that little touch cost them maybe 2-3 tenths of distance for Giovanni, but he has to try, right? You're gonna blame the guy. Anyway, in the meantime, Ichigo, 1.2 seconds to Darkford. That fight is imminent. In the meantime, Elliot Tifosi and Rad Relish continues to fight on the ass of Tropical Dill. And further behind, man, so many fights today. I'm loving this. Charlie keeps on the back of Dick Trickle. Dick Trickle didn't get away. He didn't manage. Now, who's gonna certainly manage is Wiffy, who's now attempting a pass on Moneymaker. I'm gonna try to get Moneymaker's camera in there, although a bit too late. He already overtook him. Anyway, let's put him up there. That was a fairly good overtake from Wiffy. Clean, no issues. And we are gonna continue looking at the standings if they give us a break. Yeah, let's see. Do I make it wider? Some more people fit, but then you see less. I think it's good like this. Anyway, so 6 we have Reese Stonebreaker. I really don't know who he is. He's from the US, maybe. It's a guy that didn't race in the last 3 races, so I don't know. Then we have Arjun Brokeman. I think he's Darkford. I think, yeah. Who's now what? Where were you, man? Second. Then we have Chad Johnson, 8th. That's our dear Chad Chadili. It's 12th today, so pretty much on spot. And we have Chris Tronic, which faded. Faded Vision today 10th, so pretty much in there. And then we have Michael Hesh, who didn't come back. Rage quit because who knows what. And then we have here Isaac Paranihi, I think he's Wi-Fi. And he's doing the comeback today. Now he's on the hand of Chad. Let's get Chad on the screen. There you go. All right, and we witnessed how how Whippy dispatched both Dick Trickle and Charlie in the same lap. That was insane. And there we go. Wi-Fi almost screws it up, but he managed it under control. So with that, he will continue the chase. Now for Grim Reaper, who he has 1.5 seconds ahead in front of him. In the meantime, Chad and Dick. I'm sorry for every time that I'm quiet. It's just I'm coughing. I don't know what's going on today. But Chad and Dick, they are keeping each other very close, but they are being overtaken by people that were supposed to start higher up, like Jacob and Wi-Fi. So it's just a matter of time. Well, it's happening, right? So Jacob now will. Oh, what about Cop Slayer going in there? Oh, my remote again failing. My controller, Jesus Christ. And I wanted to focus on. Where is he? Corpse Slayer. Why does. Oh, he already pit, so he's not really. Okay, cool. Forget I said that. So Jacob gonna give it now to Chad. Sorry, to Dick. So we are gonna try to look at. Not Chad, but Dick. Goes in his inside. Taking on the outside there and manages to get ahead. I guess the difference of speed is substantially. Oh man, it's too big, right? So sorry. So he continues on his way. Now, we missed that Ichigo caught Doug Fart, already put 1.8 seconds of distance, and is gonna overtake Cass. He's just going so fast today compared to everyone else. Let's see if we can. Yeah, no, thank you very much. There we go. His fastest lap, 134.8. I'm surprised that Elite cannot go a bit faster, and the last lap was 135.5. Now, last week we had some guys going just as fast as the PC fastest drivers. Not entirely the case here today. Think 134.8 from the fastest guy, and I'm gonna try to get into Cassie. Let's see if the game wants me. Yeah, he's 135.3 fastest. Oh, drive through for the 27. Who's the 27? Corpse Slayer. Okay, well, I mean, he was going on the limit. That I could tell you. Fast or not, I could see him going above, beyond. So, Elite is on 135.3. There is Ichigo. Oof, almost. Oh, and he goes wide, and there is a chance of Ichigo on the outside, but dangerous. Well, that was a wide turn, so thankfully they didn't crash. And Elite takes the chance to go to the pit on the lap where he was overtaken. And didn't I say it? Ichigo was gonna get the first position before the half of the race, and he just did it on the minute 26 of the race with 34 left to go. So, next in the chase, worth following, I think it was Jacob, right? So, Wi-Fi and Jacob both start from the pits, which was a substantial disadvantage. And they are now 6 seconds away from Radrilish, who just entered the pit lane and started his mandatory pit stop. And right behind him, no, right ahead is Wi-Fi, so we're gonna try to get to Wi-Fi. What happened with Giovanni and Faded? Was Giovanni and Faded the fight that we're looking for, or did someone pit? I'm not sure. Anyway, nonetheless, let's try to see what's going on here. Ichigo going already on lapping, and Dagfire 3.1. That's closer than I expected him to be. Let's see if we can get to number 2. There we go. Fastest lap 135 and last 136. Well, that's not what I expected to see. So anyway, as I promised, I was gonna go check what happened with the results on the PC Championship today to see what were the fastest laps during the race. So during the race, it's not. I mean, they still have time to go with empty, or rather lower fuel. But fastest lap in qualifying, there were 3 guys under 134, so in the high 133s. And during the race, okay, maybe I was being a bit unfair. So we had Mattia Porta, the winner, with a fastest lap of 133.7. And then 4 drivers with fastest lap on the 134s. Well, 5 drivers. Actually 7, because 2 of them, one didn't finish and the other one got disconnected. So yeah, well, 134. 134 is what the top driver should be in here, and Dagfire is in 135, so that's not good enough with half of the deposit. Oh, come on, stop lagging. And I mean, we know that Ichigo is gonna have that, so we're gonna try to get to him. Okay, let's use this. Come on, man, this drives me nuts. So Ichigo. Yeah, but it's not gonna do it, is it? No, why would it do what I want it to do? I don't know. If anyone is watching and knows a better way to manage the change of drivers so that I can see it as well what the fastest lap is on Xbox, because I know in PC there is something like show all results. Maybe we can go to that. I don't know if it's in the timetable. No. Here, this is just the timings, but you don't see fastest laps. No, not here. And here, to change driver, well, now it did it, but
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
halfway mark, and the leader hasn't still pit. I guess I'm gonna just do this because it's very annoying. Wi-Fi already 4th, and Jacob 7th, so, but he pit. Devilish Peanut also pit. Elite Cassie already done his pit, so he's the first driver that has already pit. And Ichigo just entered the pit stop, and if you wonder why I'm not moving, it's because the controller doesn't want to move. That's much all, right? Yeah, doesn't want to move. Yeah, now you respond, yeah? Okay, so drive-through, 4 drivers, 600. Oh no, Devilish, what did you do, man? That's one of the worst things you can do. Ay, it's not worth it, ever. Just lose a second there, man. Anyway, Wi-Fi, I thought he had been pitting. No, who? Ichigo. Ichigo just went into the pit. So let's see where he is when he gets out. Tropical has not pit yet. Jacob neither. So that's why he's coming from behind. And the rest of the... No, actually he did. So the rest of the grid has already pit. So Wi-Fi faded and Tropical hasn't. So that's why they are first, second, and third. And right behind we have Ichigo rejoining the track with Elite Kasi. An abysmal difference as per what this says, but we cannot trust it. So where is Elite Kasi right now? As per he comes ahead. So Ichigo either had damage or he just had a worse pit stop. Which, you know, totally could be. Anyway, we'll see Ichigo again having to overtake Elite Kasi. We'll see if Elite manages to defend this time in a better way. And by better I mean still clean, please. But right behind them, we were supposed to keep seeing... Who was it? Elliot, was it? Or Rad? No, Duckford. But Duckford is 10 seconds behind. So his pit stop probably was bad. Or just terrible pace, maybe he did a mistake. But yeah, on top, Tropical right now, faded second and Wi-Fi third, waiting for their own pit stop. And I think probably what Wi-Fi is gonna do is, unless he finds traffic, and I think for the time being he's not gonna find it. The next one is faded and it's 5 seconds away. He's not gonna pit. I think he's gonna keep on this momentum until either he loses tires or he finds traffic. I would bet that's what's gonna happen. And Tropical just overtook number 12, Jacob. Is that possible? But Jacob did pit, so where is Jacob? Jacob is 10th. Well, that's interesting. And right behind them, I couldn't see the number. Yeah, Grim Reaper. So what else do we have going on here? Devilish Peanut just cleared his drive-through, and now he fell back to 15th position. Probably, I don't know if potentially 12th, if he's still ahead of any of the top ones, but I doubt it. And chasing Moneymaker. Chad and Dick Trickle are not close anymore. Unfortunately for Chad, he's 11 seconds behind, so I'm assuming that was a mistake. Rad Relish is, I was gonna say, still on the hand of Giovanni, but I don't really know if they were together before. I don't remember. And nonetheless, look at them, and we're gonna use this opportunity to tap into Rad's camera. If I find it. He has one track cut. Very good pressures, actually. Interestingly enough, I was commenting this morning that one of the best drivers of this morning's race on PC, and actually I think where did he finish? Third? Yeah, third. Third driver. Did so with suboptimal pressures and temperatures on the tires. Only God knows what would have happened if he had invested a bit more time on the setup. I think he would have found easily have a second. I say easily because really that's the main thing that makes you lose time. Bad tire pressures. Anyway, Rad is going on the outside, and it seems like Giovanni let him through. He presented no opposition to that. Relish just went through, and Giovanni, I keep saying Giovanni, but I know it's not the name, it's Giovannone. He didn't try to kick him aside. Second warning for our friend Rad Relish. And that is gonna keep on his nerves from now on. The second is that one where you think you're gonna still push it if you have to, but if you get to the third, I mean, obviously it makes you steal the other risk. And if you get to the third, that's when you should give up, because it's never worth it to fight for 1 second a lap. So yeah, let's move on. It seems like he's gonna get away. So who do we go next to? On the top, there is still no fight. Ichigo still behind Cassie. I'm positively surprised. Good job, Cassie. Let's see what this turns into. And I don't think I have the camera from either of them. I'm gonna look at it though. I'm sure when I do this, I normally miss. Oh frick! I closed Trickle's camera. When I do this, yeah, exactly. This is when Ichigo is gonna overtake him. Is it? Is it? Is it not? No, Elite stays away. Stays ahead, sorry. Que no, hostias. Camera type, there we go. This is Ichigo on the chase of Elite Cassie. And Elite goes wide, and that's his chance. Ichigo takes the inside on that one, but it's the outside to the next one, which is the straight on the start of the race. No, there is one more. I always get confused. And Ichigo stays behind. That's amazing defending from Elite. Well done. I'm having fun here. Yeah, let's see. I wanted to change the camera to which one? Not this one, not this one, not this one. It doesn't let me change this one. Anyway. Let's put some of this one. Let's see what Ichigo does and how he chases Elite. Tried to find Ichigo, but I don't think he's streaming. Maybe I'll try on YouTube. Nope, doesn't look like. So anyway, let's see how long this race goes on for. And in the meantime, let's see what else is happening. With him pitted, he's now getting out of the pit stop. Rad Relish is right now gonna do T1 and T2 and find Wi-Fi joining. And who's gonna stay ahead? I bet it's gonna be, yeah, Rad. So Wi-Fi is gonna have to overtake him if he wants to continue his progression to the podium. And right after, he's gonna have to fight Duckfart for it, so let's see how that goes. Oh man, don't tell me that's not track limits. I think we're gonna have some surprises here. Giovanni got drive-through for... No, drive-through is for track limits, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Tropical Deal, Jaspit, and Faded Vision as well. So that means Elite and Ichigo are gonna be keeping first and second. Dark Fart is third. Radlish is fourth. And Elliot, Tifosi, and Jacob are right there, 8th and 9th, but they're gonna probably, yeah, they'll probably stay there. I think Tropical is gonna come ahead of them. Yeah, Elite and Ichigo already passed them. Tropical is rejoining, and Dark Fart already passed them, I guess. Question is Radrilish. Yeah, he will not be able to pass them, right? Tropical is already on track. Faded is a bit behind, and well, it's gonna stay close. That's for sure. So we have the top drivers quite a bit close together to each other. So it's gonna give us a few interesting fights. So before we go again with Ichigo and Elite Cassie, I'm gonna check in on the rest. So Green Reaper 10th, Dick Trickle 11th, common safe distance between each other. Same for Giovanone. Charlie with not one lap lost, but 7 seconds behind Giovanni. Devilish Peanuts 14th, 3 seconds behind Chad. Moneymaker just crossing the line as well, 3 seconds behind Devilish Peanut. Specialist, still a couple, last turn, 2 turns before going into Moneymaker, so that's a few seconds difference. And Peseta, he was Hamilton, and Corpse Slayer closing in the grid. So, back to the top where Ichigo continues on the hunt of Cassie. Very important for him if he wants to have a chance at the championship to start stealing points from Cassie, because if I remember correctly, Ichigo had not joined when past the 5th race, meaning even with the rule we have for dropping rounds, it's the 5 worst rounds of each driver. Still 1 or 2 too many for him to recover, so he needs to do that purely based on positions. So let's see how that goes. Now, battle for third, sorry. Probably it's gonna stay with Duckford. Like there are 19, well, probably not 19 seconds, but a substantial difference between Duckford and Tropical Dill. And then Faded Vision, who's under the assault of Wi-Fi. We're gonna go there as soon as we see these 2 guys making a mistake, either of them, because Wi-Fi and Faded Vision. Oh, another drive-through for number 137 and stop and go for number 27. They are on the back of the grid, so no changing the top 10 by any way or form. Interestingly, I don't know if it's either Ichigo going faster. Oh, we just had them. We missed it. Wi-Fi passed Faded Vision. Anyway, what I was gonna say, I wanted to see the speed. Oh, thank you for respecting my choice, Xbox. 134.767. That was the fastest and last lap of Ichigo, meaning Elite is not going any slower than that. Let's try to get to him. There we go. 134.857. So also his fastest lap on the last lap. They're pushing each other quite to the limit, which might lead to a mistake, quite honestly. And look at that. With that turn, now Cassie is improving his best lap, which was the last lap, by nearly 4 tenths. I was gonna bet wrong. Ichigo is not following up that pace. Obviously, he made a mistake here and lost a little bit. He's recovering it in this turn, a bit wide. No, he lost it. So maybe he improves a 10th, but not the 3 or 4 he had as a potential. And that was by no means optimal. So Ichigo got close again. So this lap for Elite was just as good as the previous one, and Ichigo did a bit worse, 135.382. All right, back to the controller not working. So you will continue seeing this until it wants to work. Another drive-through now for driver 43. Track limits. I need to figure out something for the next weekend because I cannot have the controller stopping working in the middle of the race. I mean, losing connection. It's just because I have the Xbox in a different room. So I'm doing this via Wi-Fi. Believe it or not, the stream works this well even with Wi-Fi, but doesn't work well is the freaking controller losing connection to the console. I'm gonna try perhaps. No, there he is. It's back. Well, back for who knows how long. Yeah. Gonna try something else. Oh, come on. Come on. I don't know what's going on. My Alright, let's see if this allows me. Oh yeah, oh thank god. So I'm connecting directly through the computer, I guess. So it's not gonna miss anymore. So we have Elite Cassie overtaking Moneymaker, overlapping him. The next one in line is gonna be Chad, and right ahead of Chad I think we have Devilish Peanut. So ideally they will move it out of the way so Ichigo and Elite don't lose any time. There are 11 minutes left of the race. Ichigo and Cassie still fighting for it. Dogford and Tropical Dill quite a bit far from them. Now there is Chad within striking distance of Cassie. We would imagine he will move away in the next straight. There we go. That's exemplary behavior, everyone. Also, just lifting off so they can overtake without losing too much time. Chad, I mean, because these guys lost nothing. And then the next one is Devilish Peanut, who should do the same, and we'll see if he's being shown blue flags right now. Let's see when he has a good chance, and I think it would be the next straight, so hopefully we see the same behavior that Chadley just displayed to us. Moving on to the left, well done Devilish Peanut. Ichigo also seeing how that overtake land. Please don't close the door. Very well done. And what that does mean for Chadley, will he take advantage of it? No. You see, drivers, that's an example on how to move aside while you're still keeping your fight alive. I should add some clapping noise to Chad and Devilish Peanut. Very good example given, guys. While that fight continues, we have Giovanni and Dick Trickle fighting for 11th position. Oh, what happened there? Lewis Hamilton rejoins dangerously, and he must have hit, well, someone, we don't know. But back to the fight, Giovanni and Dick Trickle both continuing, going straight to the last turn. Seems stable enough, not too close, not too far. And there Ichigo had him very close. I'm wondering who's gonna be the first one losing the tires. Cassie keeping the inside, that's well done. Ichigo going on the outside, which is not ideal for this turn. Cassie almost leaving him no room, but doing it well enough so that it's not punishable. Continues to hold on to the first position. Now it goes a bit wide there, didn't do enough use of the track limits. goes a bit too long here, and that's the opportunity of Ichigo, who goes in. But no, Elite does a very well traction, if that's a good way of putting it, and stays ahead. Ichigo knows which ones are the turns in which he overtook before and worked, and Cassie, who didn't really have to defend with anyone else, also knows where not to give him way, or rather where not to leave the door open. Now we go into the straight. Ichigo is very close, it's less than 2/10. Catching onto the slipstream, Elite only changing direction once, hopefully. That's it, super dangerous. If anyone loses a bit of control of the car, they go both to shit. And oh no, you didn't. No, you didn't. But he scared him enough. Will it be enough? Yes, it seems he will. Will he keep the inside? And yes, he closed the deal here. Wow, that was a good one. What happened there? It was that Ichigo, as we would say in Spain in some card game, he did a sort of all-in bluff. He didn't totally go for it, but it was enough for Cassie to get scared so that he lost his breaking point, and Ichigo snuck in. Now, Elite Cassie is not giving up. He's gonna fight for this position because he knows he has the pace, or at least he had it for certain laps. Let's see if the fastest lap of Ichigo actually substantially changed. The best from Cassie is still 134, and let's see we get, there we go, to Ichigo is still 134.7, slightly faster, but I would say arguably not enough. Ooh, don't touch each other, man. Okay, I think we are gonna go back to the camera of Elliot. Well, hi Elliot, how are you doing? Cassie. Such a different noise in terms of engine, huh? McLaren being much noisier, and the BMW almost being quiet by comparison. Well, there he goes, still keeping Ichigo within 3/10. That is sufficient for the slipstream on the straights. More able to go through big curves than the McLaren, that I can tell you. But also the McLaren being mid-engine, being able to turn in better, if not faster. Question is, where is he gonna find a different racing line that gives him, let's say, a chance? Let's see. Let's see. There he goes! He threw it! By braking a lot, that's well, because he didn't allow Ichigo to press the accelerator early enough. That meant that both of them were being slow. And Ichigo goes at it again. They are one behind each other on parallel, not one behind each other, next to each other on parallel. Going into this main straight, this is super dangerous. Let's see who breaks first. They broke at the same time. Ichigo goes wide, push him outside. Elite has the in and out chance here, but he broke a bit too late again. This turn is not his best turn in the track. There he didn't cut enough, and that could happen track limits. There you go, track limits. Oh no, man. Oh, but I give it to you. You had to fight for it. You had to fight for it. So with this, Ichigo is gonna win the race easily. I mean, not easily, but what I mean is like there is no a big threat coming in behind. Dagfart is still a few seconds away, 10 seconds as per what we see. And Elite will have to serve that drive-through that is gonna drop him 4 or 5 positions. Bummer, man, bummer. I'm gonna turn into the voice chat to see if anyone is swearing. Well, like I say, but I was late. I should have tuned in earlier. But yeah, I mean, at least he can try to prove that he was the fastest one around, although Ichigo had to come from last to first. But you know, while they're both here, the pace, once he found the tune, really, Cassie, it's been similar, right? So now he's losing 1/10 here, 1/10 there, and probably the demotivation plays a role. But if he's listening, which I don't think so, I would advise him to pit, because the penalty, or the automatically applied penalty for not pitting, is 120 seconds. Well, actually, no, hold on. That's for the stop and go. But he's serving it nonetheless, so well done, Cassie. Ooh, careful. I think the drive-through is 30 seconds, so let me actually check if that's... I think he entered on 55 or so. No, I should have checked. Maybe I can check my own stream and see, because the automatically applied penalty is 30 seconds. That I can tell you. Yeah, I think it's about 30 seconds, isn't it? Yeah, about 30 seconds. So, Duckford overtook him, and I think that other guy... No, you're failing right now as well? Oh, I'm maybe not touching you. Yeah, okay. So, Duckford, yeah, and Tropical Dale. Another drive-through, now for the Faded Vision. So he's 5 seconds behind Tropical and 3 seconds from Wi-Fi. Is that so? Yeah, I think so. So, question remains. Will Wi-Fi actually recover a bit more, a few more points? No, I don't think so in 2 laps, cutting 3 seconds. So, seems like the only fight that is still standing here is Giovanni versus Dick Trickle. So let's use this opportunity to show for one last time Dick's camera live while he's defending from Giovanni. Ooh, that was close. He's gonna overtake him. You will see it right now in the top right corner, because it's with a bit of delay. And that's gonna be Giovanna's position gain. Well done. Now, who else can we go pay a visit? Ichigo is about to finish the race. Duckford second, Tropical Lil third, Elite Cassie fourth after that drive-through. Wi-Fi 5th, he's gonna take the fastest lap. Jacob 6th, Rad Relish 7th. Let's pay a visit to Rad. Then we have Elliot Tifosi 8th, Giovanni 9th, Dick Trickle 10th, Faded Vision 11th with a stop and go 30 seconds. That's gonna be killer. Devilish Peanut 12th, Moneymaker 13, Chadley 14th, Peseta 15th, Specialist 16th, and Lewis Lamilton 17th. Let's pay also a last visit to Chad. Let's see. It doesn't seem to be too bothered, if you ask me. Seems pretty calm, enjoying his result. While in the meantime, the leader has finished the race. No, I'm not showing the right part, yeah?
Alright, check it flag. Good job.
Anyway, there you have Relish again, and with that, we can see already everyone that is finishing. Jacob's gonna be finishing 6th. Apparently, Wifi and Cassie finish very close to each other. Brad Relish wanna finish 7th, and Elliot 8th. No drama there. Faded has been awarded 60-second penalty for that drive-through, no, that stop and go not served, which obviously depends on the length of the track, so that was fair. And Giovanni 9th and Dick Trickle 10th. That's the last fight, and we have another turn, a couple of more turns, where we are gonna be able to see if anything changes. Last turn, Trickle. Almost, very well done. Good race. Good race, everyone. Very good race. So those are the final results. I'm gonna take a screenshot for our folder where we save everything. And yeah, quite an interesting race today. We saw Ichigo going from 20th to 1st, if I'm not mistaken. We saw Wifi starting from the pit and finishing 5th. And we also saw, who was the other one that started? Jacob, going from the pit to 6th. So
Great race.
that was an absolute
good job,
monster job.
Ichigo,
Let's hear them out.
Gilby. Good job, guys. Good job.
Let's hear them out here. Well
Racing,
done, boys.
it was fun. I had a shitty race, but I'm glad that we all were here and we all raced. So
At least you beat me.
have a good one, and I'll switch up the server. I'll get the results into SimGrid, and all that, probably by tonight. So
I'm gonna go take a champion shower. I need one. Good lord.
Paul Ricard!
So ready.
Oh no!
It's a
So
90-minute
ready.
race, double points with refueling. So just be prepared.
Yep.
We know the weather.
I will gladly take this 3rd place. I do not.
No
If you asked Faded, I was like super pessimistic during qualifying. I was like, alright, I'm fucked. Top 5 is the best I could do. Not even. Then.
Okay, are we good to go?
Consistency is key.
yeah,
Yep. Again.
Brookman didn't finish.
Fun racing, gentlemen.
I was telling Faded, I was like,
I
another
got blasted
fucking
by
race.
Hewis.
Alright, well, good job, guys.
I was telling.
And with that, we close the session today. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you in 2 weeks in Paul Ricard in France. Bye bye.